Credit cards are one of those things that millions and millions of Americans are tricked into using every single day. And this holiday season was no different. We are now seeing more and more reports that credit card usage is surging. Just look at this. It says credit card debt set to hit record levels as consumer holiday spending rises. Yeah, we didn't stop using our credit cards this year, and in many instances, Americans were tricked into using them. I want to explain why, how this is happening, and what you can do to protect yourself. So, I'll break all this down in just a moment, but all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates, and now let's begin. So yes, it is true. Credit card debt is set to hit record levels as consumer holiday spending rises. According to CNBC, it says consumers are on track to set a spending record this month. It says already 36% of Americans went into debt this season, according to one recent report. It says leaning on credit cards to purchase gifts will come at a high cost if those balances aren't paid off quickly. Now, this is where experts are saying Americans have been tricked in many different ways. Just listen to this. One person says, have you ever heard of 0% interest for 12 months? And somebody responded with, yes, these are ways to get you in the door. Here's the problem, and you've probably seen this before. You come in and you'll get these credit card little pre-approval letters in the mail, and they'll say you're pre-approved for up to $10,000, 0% interest for 12 months. Guess what? That's true. If you use it and you pay it on time, right? You do everything by the book, 0% interest for 12 months. Okay? It's pretty much free money. Here's the issue. If you miss one payment, okay, just one payment is all it takes, you would then go from a 0% interest to a 20+% interest rate. And it would actually be, they'd tack it on from the day you made the purchase. Yeah, you would be absolutely screwed. So on a $10,000 purchase, let's say you get $10,000, guess what? 20% would be $2,000. So all of a sudden, let's say you miss the final payment and you just miss it by a few cents. Instead of making the payment of the full balance, okay? Maybe you only make a partial payment because you don't realize it. I had a friend do this, years ago. Screwed himself. He had, I think it was a $15,000 limit. This was probably 5-6 years ago. Like a $15,000 limit. Okay, at that time I think he had like an 18-19% interest rate. Still pretty high, but just $10,000. Keep that in mind. $10,000. You miss a payment. That's what, $1,900 you'll be hit with on the final day. It's crushing. Look at this though. It says 36% of Americans took on holiday debt this year, averaging $1,181, according to the survey. That is insane. If people are taking on debt to buy gifts for other people. Now I understand, right? It's Christmas. You want to give, your friends, your family, you want to give them the best presents possible. But Christmas is not all about gifts. Now, I want to show you this. It says less than half of the people who took on debt expected to do so. That's the biggest thing. That the American people right now are living off of credit cards because we don't have that much in savings. We don't have a pot of gold we can just go to and just take from it. We have to work, and it's becoming a little bit of an issue. Well, I'll show you this map right here. Look at this. I thought this was interesting. It says the average credit card debt by state. Wisconsin has the lowest, okay, with just under $5,000. Alaska over here has the highest debt. I thought that was interesting that Alaska has more debt than like Hawaii, which has 6.7 thousand. Okay, $6,700 in debt. Florida's at 6.6, same as California. Washington, 6.5. New York, where's New York? Right here, 6.3. So you kind of see it. Now, look at this though. The average time to pay off debt. I thought this was very interesting. Okay, the slowest it takes about, on average, 1.5 years to pay off debt. Okay, look at this though. Louisiana, Mississippi, Oklahoma, West Virginia, Alabama. Other than West Virginia, all these southern states. You know what these southern states have in common? Usually low minimum wages, about $7.25. Yeah. The fastest paying off debt, okay, Massachusetts, California, DC, Minnesota, New Hampshire. A lot of these do not have a federal minimum wage of $7.25. So again, your income matters. Now, I want to read this to you. Okay, have you ever heard of this? In order to receive the benefits of a credit card usage on your credit report, experts previously said you need to use them and carry a small balance on them each month. Okay, if you want to see your credit report show improvements, you have to show that you're using a credit card. I remember when I was 18 years old, somebody told me I need a credit card. I have to have a credit card if I want to build credit. Well, we've learned from then it's absolutely not true. You don't need a credit card. There's other ways to build credit. Or what about this one? In order to get more credit, you need to show you can pay off the credit that you're given. So let's say I have a $10,000 or minimum, or not minimum, amount I can borrow. Well, here's the problem. Previously, we were all told that, okay, if you want to take that $10,000 credit limit and you want to go up to $20,000, you need to show the creditor that you can be trusted with that $10,000. So go and spend all $10,000, try to pay that off or keep paying, make monthly payments, and then they will eventually give you more. Well, here's the problem. That's not necessarily true. And in today's case, where banks and creditors are trying to minimize their risk, one of the things that they're doing is if you continue to hit that threshold, that $10,000 limit, guess what? Eventually, when you start paying it off, they're going to bring that amount down. Okay, they're going to bring that ceiling down on top of you so that you can't keep going higher. That's how they minimize risk. Again, this is just what they're doing. Now, I bring this to your attention for multiple reasons. Number one, we are about to enter into a new year. In this new year, one of the things that we're going to see, and we see it every single year, initially in the first few months, people, especially the American people, decide to, they want to get in better shape. They want to make more money. And third, they want to pay off debt. They want to get out of debt. Here's the problem you're going to face. As you're attempting to get out of debt, you're going to find it more and more difficult to say no to new offers. Credit card companies are going to send you new offers, new credit cards, 0% interest, okay? Give you this high credit limit. They're going to do all these things to entice you to come back and continue to spend. Now, here's my warning to you. Don't get tricked into additional debt. That's what's going to happen in 2025. We're going to see probably 1 million people plus get tricked into pretty much building their credit, tricked into using more debt, tricked into trying to save money and get airline miles, get cash back, all by using a credit card. So we'll see what happens, but my warning to you, don't get tricked into credit card debt in 2025. So that is what we have for you guys today. If you have any questions whatsoever, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. But again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.